welcome to the Forest Hobbies. Today we're working on volume 19 of the Space Battleship Yamato. Looks like we're going to be working on, again, the front hull pieces here for the most part. Looks like we're going to be adding in some more lights, and we're going to be working on some of the side hull, maybe getting some more of that put together. Looks like pretty much mostly lights are going to be installed in the upper deck. Let me see what else we got going on here. Yeah, that's what it looks like, and this is what we're going to have done here. Time done. They're talking about the first bridge again, renovations and stuff. They're also talking about in here they show the internals of the first bridge, all the different places where they have with the gunner and the drivers and stuff, and that this shows the driver's seat of the Space Battleship Yamato and things. And then this talks about one of the ambassadors. I can't remember what his name was, but he came in after them and Earth colony kind of got sort of back together. So looks like we're going to be working on another motor here or something here. I'm assuming that's probably going to be for maybe the main gun, because that would be the only thing that's right here in the turrets sections and stuff. So that's what it looks like, because they're showing that there. So let's get to the parts. Okay, here we are with the parts in that for volume 19. Let's get them out and see what we got. Okay, so we got the screws, two different types. We got metal ones and the plastic ones. Looks like lately all the metal ones are the silver ones, and all the plastic ones are the black ones. We've got 3 light openings, we've got our stickers, we've got our little lenses that we got to put in, and we've got 3 different lengths of fiber optic wire. We got one of these short ones, 2 longer ones, and a really long one, and then we've got our hull piece. So right now we're going to take these things and here we're going to put them off to the side here, and we're going to bring this piece back here from the last issue, and we're going to just put those together just like that, and we're going to put them in with these silver screws that we've got in here. And I apologize if you hear my dog scratching. He's decided he's got to have another little session, and that's me pumping oil. So we have oil on our metal screws here, so that they bite in a little bit quicker, and they're a lot easier to turn in. Just a slight bit of lubrication. You too can get in there. Just like that. Get another screw here. I'm using a PHO screwdriver for this to put these in. Sometimes I use a PHO1 screwdriver, which is easier. And that one seems loose, but I guess not. Alright, so there we are again. We've got that piece of hull put there. We'll set that off to the side, and we're going to bring over the deck that we've been working on here, and we are going to be putting ones in here There we're putting one, and one's here and here, and then one back here in this little hole right there, as you can see. So that's where we're going to start at. So we're going to get this one done. So we're going to start out with the shortest one, and we are going to, again, cut this piece here tightly to the brass part there, and we are going to, as I go back to my original here, what we're going to do is we're going to take and get, I'm using my older cutters so that if I hit the brass, I am not going to take and damage the, if I damage the cutters, I'm not damaging these nicer ones, which are very much a finer blade down here. So we've got 3 of the same, which are circles, and then there's this one here that looks like a little kind of a oval style type, but it's got kind of square edges on it. We're going to take this one here, that's the one we want first, off the sprue, and we are going to place that right here. We may need our tweezers here again. I'll place that right down in here like that, and then we're going to grab, we have 3 of these that are technically the same, and then one that's completely different, and it's the one that's like this that we want to get. So we're going to end up turning this so that that is like that, and then we're going to take and pull this here down through here like so, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put it on here like that, and since this is plastic, we're going to use our black screws on here and mount that down in there. I'm holding this up off the ground, off the workbench. So there we've got that one done, and we will put the things on these at the end. But and we're trying not, we don't want to break this or the one in the front also, or the guns. So the next thing is we want to get these 2 that are a little bit longer, and we'll stretch those out. And again, we will take these and we will snip this down flat, flush with that on each of them, like so. And then what we want to do, once we get that done, we are going to take and grab 2 more of these ones here, but we're gonna, now that we've got all of these, are all the same, so we're just going to get these next 2 that are right here. We'll try to keep them from flying off from us. And again, remember, these have got tips on them that go through the holes, so you don't want to take and if I can show you, you don't want to take and cut that little nipple off right. Let's see if I can get it over here. Turn it sideways. Right in there. See that? Right there. Yeah, you don't want to get that screwed up right in there. But we're going to put one, we're going to take them and we're going to put them in right oops. Can I, oh, I was lucky. It didn't go off onto the floor. Otherwise, I'd have been spending an hour or better to try to find it. Goes right in there because I cannot source these parts separately like the other one. And hopefully all of the parts are here and correct and I don't have an issue. If I do, well, then I'm kind of covered. So now we've got those in there. Now we're going to make these up here. And there's one that's at an angle, this one here, and these other two are flat. And so we're going to take the flat two, and we are going to pull them down through this section here, like so. So let's flush with that, and we will put one on this side here, get it locked into place here. Again, bringing this in while trying to holding this up off from the flat part of the thing as to not damage that. Any of the parts that are on the upper part of the deck while it's being laid over like this. And again, we're going to take here and repeat the same as we did with the other one, placing that over our little lens. We have a screw and screwing this down in tight to hold that in place. Top of that. There we go. Alright, now we're going to grab our last one, which is this long one here. And I think in the next couple of issues we're going to be probably taking these and we're going to be putting them all together. And so, again, we're going to cut this down off from here so it's flush. We're going to grab this last one here, like so. And actually this one is slightly different. It is slightly different. I just noticed that it has a, these were rounded, and this one has a little nipple on the side of it that kind of helps orientate it, because it also is not flat. It's actually, it's hard to see it, but it's actually a curved section, so it's thicker on one end than it is on the other, because we're going to be putting it on this part here that sort of it curves like this and that. So we want to put the thicker end towards the part that starts to roll down, and we just had that fly off. Oh, where'd it go? Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Woo! We are living dangerous here, people. Living dangerous. There we go. Alright. Now we're going to take this piece here. And going to put that into this one here. I can put it on camera so you can sort of see it, what I'm doing. Because that's the way I roll. I don't show it, I guess. There is a little nipple right there, and that's got a opening, and so the longer thickness here, this longer thickness here, you can see is going towards the back, and it fits over that little tab that's facing that, so that orientates it correctly to the lens itself. And again, we're holding this up using our fingers and gingerly trying to screw this in to this part of the deck underneath. And so that's what we got done with that part. And now it all is just to take and put these SL stickers, as we've done in the past, on each of these here at about 4 centimeters from the ends of these. And they're all the same SL, so they are there's no difference in them. So they'll all be powered probably by the same, pretty much the same lights, LED in the group. Oh. Didn't quite get that one quite there. There we go. Now we got it. And I'm just guesstimating about 4 centimeters. I'm not trying to measure that. I think I'm doing a pretty decent job of getting close. But if we want to, let's see where we're at here. Oh, well, we're way past 4 centimeters, so not to worry. I'm not worried about it. I am not worried about it. I think as long as they're marked, we're not going to be any problem with it. But there we go. We've got that one put in. We got these two put in here, and this put in here, and we did this here, and that's all there is in volume 19. Hope you're enjoying this build as much as I am. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next issue. Bye for now. Well, if you made it to the end of this video, thanks for watching. And remember, mental note, like and subscribe to be updated to all my content. And thanks for watching. Bye for now. See you later.